Mind is very important. Why we go against our mind, or we're not satisfied our mind? We should not.
Who goes against the mind? You never go against the mind. It's just that your mind is 1,000 pieces. Sometimes one piece wins, sometimes the other.
No, sometimes, for example, I want to get up at 5 o'clock. Then I put alarm, and my mind says sleep more, or my body says sleep more. But then I get up. Then it's
So there is a one want to sleep more, there is another want to wake up. The want to wake up wins.
The want is mind, or
Mind.
the person who want to get up is mind,
Mind.
and the person who don't want to get up
Mind.
is mind.
Mind. This conflict, this contradiction, this fragmentation is all mind.
And we are understanding all these things through mind.
No.
Then
You are hearing, analyzing, dissecting, comprehending through mind. Understanding is when there is something beyond hearing, dissecting, comprehending, interpreting. When something beyond that happens, that is understanding.
means when we experience something
No,
different.
not really that. When something happens to you similar to the
We just
salt
observe
doll.
that is
Hmm.
not mind.
When something similar to the salt doll happens to you, that is understanding. The mind can help you walk, talk, come to the ocean. After that, what happens is understanding. Mind has helped you come till here, sit down, fill up the form, do all these things. That is mind. After that, there is the ocean. That is understanding.
Then how to dissolve in this?
You don't have to dissolve. You don't want to know how to dissolve.
We just go through the flow.
What did
Go
the doll
with the
do?
flow.
What did the doll do? Did the doll decide to dissolve? So that's what. Come there and just don't run away. Rest is upon the ocean.
And there is ocean.
That the mind instinctively knows.
Mind knows.
That is why it avoids so much. Otherwise, how would it exactly know what to avoid?
I got confused.
The mind, what else can it be except confused?
So, 3 questions.
One first.
One at a
And
time.
first of all, how did you come upon 3 questions? And when did you find the time to count? If you will ask me how many points,
Through the course of your discourse.
so you were counting then, don't you see what is happening? If you will ask me how many points did I mention, I will not be able to tell 3 or 5 or 12. Please see, there is no teacher except what you are doing, and that is life.
Okay.
I must seriously ask this. I mean, that is more important than either of the 3 questions that you will
those
ask.
3 questions were generated in the process. Before addressing them to you,
This is mine.
I thought that let
Do you
me
see this?
number them.
I said hearing, calculating, analyzing, interpreting, comprehending, these things. That is mind. It will not allow for understanding.
But if
You
you,
see, I'm-
answer these 3 questions, probably it will lead to greater understanding.
First of all, you must see where those questions are coming from and how any question arises. That process is most important to see. I'm most willing to take all 3. I'll take 5 rather. But
And-
please see first of all how the questions originate and how the mind functions. What is happening right now?
I am understanding your things through mind, but once I understand, then I will
You are hearing through mind.
hearing through mind.
You are comprehending language through mind. And then the role of mind is over. When the role of mind is over, then mind is over. Because the mind must have roles. If it doesn't have anything to do, it drops down.
Then where will understanding take place, sir?
You think and keep thinking. You will never come upon that place because that is beyond thinking. Is understanding a thing that it will take place in some bowl or some crucible or in a room? What is understanding? Understanding is a dissolution of everything. Hence it is nothing. Where will nothing take place? In nothingness? Nowhere?
It becomes too abstract.
It is not at all abstract. It appears uncomfortable to you. It appears uncomfortable to the ego because the ego must live in something. The moment it is said that there is nothing called understanding, or that understanding is a great nothingness, then it threatens the ego. One feels suffocated. Oh my God, if it is nothing, then how will I capture it, own it, claim it, keep it in my pocket and call it as my own personal understanding? Because if understanding is nothing, then it can belong to nobody. Then it cannot be my understanding. I'm gone. No role is left for me. And if no role is left for the mind, then the mind vanishes. Don't you see that all of these are internal conspiracies against understanding? Even as you are sitting here, something within you is conspiring and rebelling. It does not want to understand. It will calculate, comprehend, come up with intellectual sounding arguments, but it will just not allow understanding. It's like the salt doll standing on the beach and talking a lot about the sand, the salt, the surf, the sun, and it's talking in greatly knowledgeable terms. What is the effect of the sun on the sand? Does the salinity of the sea affect the sand? And all of these things the doll is talking of. But the doll is not allowing itself to touch the ocean. Don't you see that all these questions and all this stuff is fear? And as I said, an internal conspiracy. If I am speaking, and even as I speak, you still have your hands up. Are you listening? Tell me, please. Is it possible that you are listening? No, you are occupied with your own question. And you think that your question is more important than what is coming to you. That is why you are obsessed with your question. Had you known that what is coming to you is much more important than what is circulating inside, then would you have given importance to the question? See, I invite you here to please ask your questions. But even as you ask questions, is it not my duty to tell you where those questions come from? I'm not saying all this because I want to avoid any question. But must I not make it clear what is the genesis of these questions? Tell me, please.
Yes.
Or should I, like an instrument, just keep answering whatever you ask? Do you come here to ask questions or do you come here for peace? Tell me.
For peace.
And what if the questions themselves become a barrier against understanding? Do you see that? That internal fear, that resistance can take any shape. It can come up as a question, it can also come up as an answer. It can say, I know, I already know. I have all the respect for every single question. I have never refused to answer any question.
If questions are asked for achieving understanding, is there anything wrong?
Yes, of course. Because understanding is not to be achieved. It is like something is kept right in front of you, not even in front of you. Something has been brought right up to your lips. And you are turning your head away and calling for it. What you want has been presented and is here. But instead of just taking it silently, what are you doing? Please, hello, I want to ask a question. Can you bring that to me? It is there only if you care to listen and see and accept. That what you want to achieve is not at all something to be achieved. It is available. Achievement means a distance. There is no distance. It is here. But still, questions must be asked. Questions must remain what they are, questions. They cannot become a medium or proxy for understanding. Whenever you ask questions, I really do not answer them. I use them.
Curious.
I use them to help you forget the question. Answers are no good. Answers only validate the question. If I answer a question, that would mean and prove to you that the question had some value. That is why it got a befitting response. I don't really answer questions.
Actually, Guru is supposed to lead the disciples to a higher level of understanding.
That's what you already know, you see. Why do you need a guru? You already know what a guru is supposed to do. You are higher than the guru. You are dictating the guru what he needs to do. Now, how do you need a guru? You must be a trainer of gurus. But we don't even see these simple things.
We were talking about before the topic. We were talking about spiritual healing, and what we portrayed through the drama was that dissolution in itself is healing, at least for the mind, if not for the body, the gross effect, because it is also for the body. So what we touched upon was, as sir said, that dissolution, how does dissolution, the question that he put was that the salt doll is dissolving into the sea, where do we dissolve? So that was the question that was put forward. So if you could give an insight into where do we actually dissolve?
We dissolve into the same place where we came from. Where did you come from?
When my body came through.
No, that no idea is a beautiful statement. We dissolve into no ideas. We come from a place where there are no ideas. And we dissolve into the same place where there are no ideas. And that threatens so much. And that is why you must have some stories and fantasies. All right, have them, if they help, at least for a while. So we go to a beautiful heaven, after dissolution that is. We go to a beautiful heaven where there is everything that we have ever desired. We have streams of honey and fountains of milk. If you are a woman, you have the most handsome hunks there. If you are a man, then there are nymphs, nubile babes, whatever you can ask for. Do you see why all these things have been handed over to mankind? Because we cannot tolerate dissolution. So after dissolution, we are tempted of a certain attractive, otherworldly place. Do you know how valuable peace is? Do you know what it means to just sit with a free and light mind? Sitting with a free and light mind, would you ever ask, what is the source of this lightness? Where does it come from? Where does it go to? It just is. And after that, no question is needed. Question is there only when there is a problem left. Now you have no problem with the peace. Why would you want to ask, where does this peace come from? It is all right. Wherever it comes from, it
is alright.
it is all right. When it is all right, who seeks to bother where it comes from? By bothering about peace, you have distanced yourself from peace. When you get it, don't try to know its past or future. That is one mistake that man makes. One tries to know too much.